Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafael. This is DuckTales Remastered. You can probably see from just the intro and the music. This is a little bit of an upgrade here.
Hilts, me money bin alarm. Quick, Duckworth, get the
We've got real animation.
Get her in gear, sir.
We've got voice acting.
Hurry, Duckworth, hurry!
The pedal is to the middle, Mr. McDuck.
And in this case, we have a little bit more story and a tutorial level.
Not the Beagle Boys again. If they think they can stand between Scrooge McDuck and his 3 cubic acres of cash, they've got another thing coming.
So yeah, this level is purely... There we go. This level is purely a tutorial level that was created for this game. You can see we've still got the same basic game, despite all of that.
Oh, Huey! Are you all right, my boy?
Yeah, but you better watch out. The Beagle Boys messed with your security system.
Yeah, we take over the whole place.
Yeah, me money.
Hey, don't forget about me,
Uncle
Oh, don't worry.
Scrooge
lad,
is
I'll
always
save
kind of
you.
a jerk. Okay, so it introduces the pogo.
I'ma be so proud. Now that's what I call a stomach ache.
You were hit on the head, you moronic marauder.
Thanks, Uncle Scrooge.
You're welcome, lad. But Huey, what are you doing here?
Well, we saw the Beagle Boys going into the money bin.
We?
Sure, Louie and Julie are here too. You better hurry, Uncle Scrooge. You might be in trouble.
So one of the other things they added in here was a special ability called, or an option called Easy Pogoing.
Look at the luster.
I hate it. It's mostly just because of the fact that I played the original game so much as a kid. The idea of not having to put in the correct or the inputs the way that you do for pogoing just drives me crazy. You can see we've got a nice money tracker right in the corner. The interface is much cleaner than it was in the original. Again, actually introducing you to concepts instead of just assuming you'll figure it out.
Hey kid, you got a sandwich or something?
Let me go, you Beagle bum.
Not even for an afternoon snack. Big time in trouble, me.
Get away from him, you gluttonous goon.
Sorry, Scroogey. Not a chance.
And it's got great dialogue. You know, it's the...
I'm starving.
It feels like a DuckTales episode, which is kind of the point.
Uncle Scrooge.
Aye, I did. How you hurt, lad?
Now, I'm fine, but I saw Louie heading up the stairs with about 1,000 Beagle Boys right behind him.
Stay here. I'll handle this. I have one.
I missed a diamond, oh well. By the way, if I'm randomly walking into walls, it's because I can't remember where the secrets are. I've only played through this version of it a couple times. Also, just so you know, I did put it on medium difficulty, and the reason for that is because the hard difficulty is actually kind of hard. It's not as... I've beaten it on all the difficulties already, so it's not like I can't do it. It's that it's a lot harder than I would like to deal with.
Lad, I'll have you free in a jiffy.
Not so fast, McDuck. We're running things around here now.
Cuss me, kill. One false move and I'm a roast duck.
Leave me, Uncle Scrooge. It's not worth it.
Nonsense, me boy.
You'll never beat us, Scrooge. Hey, when I get the gold, I'm gonna buy Mom a new hat. What are you waiting for, McDuck? Ow!
Woohoo! We almost got them all.
A fat lot of good that will do us if they make it to me vault.
Okay. Okay, we're almost done with the first stage. I may actually lose here since I got hit a couple times there, but hopefully we'll be good.
Stay away from
So,
me,
first
fortune
boss.
crook.
Big
Not
time
this
beagle.
time, McDuck. Oh, you ain't getting the drop on this beagle boy.
I love that. You can't step on his head. Oops.
You're
A
safe.
little bit too close. So yeah, basically, you can't get...
I think I'll stay a while.
Yeah. Do be careful or you'll scuff the floor.
You can't hit him normally.
You're safe. Is securely suspended.
I'm just doing terribly.
There you are, sir.
So yeah, he puts a helmet on so you can't,
Everything's ready.
I'm just getting my butt kicked. Okay. Let's not be dumb this time. Okay. So yeah, basically, he puts a helmet on so you can't, bounce on his head, but dodge stuff, ideally, bounce on his head.
Everything's ready, sir.
Do terribly at the game, you know, die to the intro boss.
There you are, sir.
Glad we went on medium.
Curse you, McDuck! This ain't the last you'll see of me!
Yeah, good riddance to bad beagles, I say. Now, why in the world was he interested in this old painting? Surely there are more valuable... Well, pluck me pin feathers. It looks like some kind of secret code. Boys, boys!
What did you find, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, what is it?
I'm not sure, but I know how to find it out. I'll feed it into my supercomputer and use Gyro's new crypto-analysis program. Then
So,
we'll know what the Beagle Boys were
this
after. Stand back, lads.
is now the plot of the game. Probably would not have been the plot of the game in the 90s.
Brigadoon!
What is it, Uncle Scrooge?
It's a treasure map, lads. And no ordinary treasure by the look of things.
Only Uncle Scrooge would call any kind of treasure ordinary. Look! One of the treasures is in the middle of the Amazon. And there's another one in Transylvania. And one buried 10 miles underground. Hey, wait a minute. Something's screwy. This last treasure can't be right. Yeah, there's no mountain on Earth that's that high. Well, according to the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook, to get there we have to take about 5 537 million steps straight up till we reach the moon. You mean the moon?
It looks that way.
Moon
lads.
Moon!
What are we waiting for? That treasure's not going to discover itself.
Okay. So, we have the same levels now. Same... I mean, this is at this point feels much more like the regular game. We're gonna start with Transylvania the same way we did last time.
Pack your bags, boys. We're off to Transylvania, and we're no coming back without the coin of the lost realm.
So one of the cool things that they did in this game, besides all of the other obvious cool things, one of the cool things they did is they made it so you actually have to explore the levels. When I went through the NES version of this,
This is it, kids. Draculesti Manor, home of the legendary Drake von Gladstone, heir to the coin of the lost realm.
when I went through the NES one, we took the direct route right to the end for every single level, pretty much.
We're not gonna break into this guy's house, are we?
Yeah, of course not, Louis. This castle
And
has been
in
abandoned
this version of
for
it,
centuries.
you actually have
Hey,
to
look
play
at
the
this.
entire level.
When you
They
look at
added
that,
like
it
sub
says Drake von Gladstone,
goals
best
that you have to
known by
complete.
his nickname Count Dracula Duck. Is there really a monster in there, Uncle Scrooge? Ah, don't be silly, Webby. Yeah, there's no such thing as Dracula. Right. He is right, isn't he, Uncle Scrooge?
Ah, of course he is, Louis. Vampires, banshees, and
So I
mischievous
believe-
spirits are just a lot of superstitious hocus pocus.
So I
But you better stick
believe,
close to me, just in case.
for this one, the kids. So we get in
Now
here.
you boys stay put and keep an eye on wee Abigail. I'll be back with the treasure in no time.
Aw, nuts. We want to come with you, Uncle Scrooge.
Don't worry.
So yeah, I
I'll be
believe
back with
the
the
kids
coin before
get
you
like
can say
separated
eat
from you, and you have to
over
gather all of.
You purple bus who'em? Yeah, I'm not sure that's as fast as you think it is. Besides, why should we have to stay here just because Webby's a big chicken? Yeah, we're not afraid of whatever's hiding out there, are we? You boys are so mean. I'll show you who's not afraid of the dark. Wait, Webby!
And they fall down a hole.
No!
Huey, Dewey, Louie.
Will they be all right, Uncle Scrooge?
So now,
Of
before we
course.
continue,
Everything will be
Scrooge
fine,
has
my
to go.
darling. Wait here and I'll be back with the lads lickety
You have to go back, or you have to go out and rescue the kids, basically. Also, soundtrack immediately. So there is now a map, since you have to do the whole thing. Since you actually have to play more of the level, it looks a little different. This part right here, or starting from right here, this is the same map. You can see it's got a lot more detail to it. It's got a background. It's really, they did an amazing job recreating this in a way that still feels really cool and new. Okay, so we didn't go this way before, but we are going to go this way now. Okay, we can't jump on those. Now I remember. And this is now, looks like a crypt. You didn't get to see this part before, but you saw a few of the tombstones. They were just kind of like a black blob with RAP written on them, and now they actually look interesting. just to be clear, this part is all in the original game. It just looks very different.
Get me down from here.
Okay, so in this, they've added these kind of mini bosses throughout, which are all the Beagle Boys wearing sheets over their heads.
Hey,
And they give you,
it was a Beagle Boy in disguise.
they give you
Trying to beat
clues
me to my treasure, no doubt.
that
But
you
it'll
need.
take more than just an old bed sheet and flour dust to frighten off Scrooge McDuck.
Look, Uncle Scrooge, that Beagle Boy dropped something. It's an old piece of paper.
Twist me, Tartan.
So I think this
It's an
is,
ancient rune.
You mean like a magic spell?
Aye, lad. At least part of one.
So yeah, you need to get the
I wonder if
three.
they tore it into pieces.
You have to get the
We'll
kids
worry about
back,
that
which
later.
gets you the
Right
spell,
now,
which lets
I want
you
to
get
head
to
front
the
door
boss.
and wait for me. I'll be back once I've found the treasure. Off you go, lad.
And I think this part does continue on over here. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. No. Okay, yeah. So it just has a way back to the beginning. And secret little area over here. Just a bunch more money, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember where the... Maybe it's in the same spot. I'll have to go check. So yeah, it takes you back to the beginning, which I believe the original still did. Like I said, the mini bosses weren't really there in the last version, or in the original, but it's still pretty. Okay, so here's another one.
Uncle Scrooge, help!
Okay. Can't jump on the real ghosts.
Yeah. Well, I guess you found me out. Oh well. You guys got any lunch?
No!
Okay. You don't gotta be.
I also
all
like
touchy about it.
this particular
See ya.
That gives me
one.
the heebie-jeebies. He was starting to look at me like I was
The paintings
Well,
in the
next
background,
time you'll
a
think
lot
twice
of them,
before
the
scrapping
eyes
with
will
Scrooge
actually follow you.
Speaking of scraps, he dropped this, Uncle Scrooge.
Ah, it looks like another piece of that torn-up sorcery.
Say what?
A magic spell, and it's nearly complete. Just one piece left to find. If only I knew where to start looking.
Well, that bungle boy did say this house has an illusion wall. Do you think he meant...
Of course, a secret passage.
There we
Oh,
go.
no wonder I've been having so much trouble finding anything around here. Good lad. Now, off you go. I need you to wait
He
at
looks
the
so
entrance to the
smug.
others.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way real quick. Okay, the mummies. So this part was on the route we did like 6 times on the first game. Or at least something close to it. There we go. Okay, so
Perseverance pays off again.
this is still a heart container, which is nice. There are actually more heart containers in this game than in the original. And that's not a 1-up anymore, apparently. Okay, I believe there should be a bunch of statues over here. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong. I thought that the last piece was over here. It might actually be that other mirror. Okay, that's a different secret, it looks like. Okay. So I think this must be it. Yep. This takes you to this minecart mini-game thing, which, again, all of this is actually in the NES one, or at least a version of it. We totally just skipped almost all of it the first time, because you don't need to do any of it, but they added tons of little stuff you have to do, which is really cool. I like the fact that they did that, even though it makes the game a lot longer. The moon, you know, had those like little sub-missions you had to do, and I think the moon is actually the closest to the same. All the other levels, they added extra stuff for you to collect or stuff like that. Also, these bosses, I believe, are actually, like, whether it's Huey, Dewey, or Louie actually shifts based on the order that you rescue them. I believe so.
Wait till the gang in Sing Sing finds out you were knocked flat by an old guy in his cane.
Yeah, thank you, lad.
Yeah? Well, you better be careful where you go poking around, McDuck, or you's gonna have much bigger problems than me. So long!
Much bigger
What do you
problems.
suppose he meant by that?
Okay, we got the rest of the spell.
Quick, lad, see if there's a scrap of paper lying about.
You mean like this one, Uncle Scrooge?
Exactly. This is the last piece of the riddle.
Okay.
And what to do?
That's what I'm about to find out. Quick, lad, go meet Webby and the others at the entrance. And all of you, stay put.
Okay. By the way, there were a bunch of like little tracks in the background, or in the earlier outdoor part. I'm fairly sure that's supposed to be these tracks. I missed one, darn. Okay. So we drop down here. For some reason, Mrs. Beakley is just hanging out.
Someone has to make sure you get your daily nutrients, Mr. McDuck.
She showed up in a couple levels in the original game.
Weight in gold, Mrs. Beakley. If you'll pardon the expression.
Huh, of course, but I'll find my own way out, thank you very much.
And she just leaves.
I'm like a money magnet. It's mine.
I'm not gonna fuss with this too long. Yeah. Basically, you can use those guys, their heads of the skeletons, to hit the treasure chests. But I'm in pretty good shape right now. I've got full health and an extra life, and I don't want to lose that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish the level.
Watch this. Part of the spell matches the inscriptions on this mirror. Luck of the ducks! I solved the riddle!
What riddle, Uncle Scrooge?
Boys,
I told you to
I
stay
thought
put.
I told you to stay with Webby.
They did stay with me, Uncle Scrooge. I'm right here. Oh, what a pretty mirror.
Aye, lass. And if
Oh,
I'm right, using this spell will reveal the foul perpetrator behind all these shenanigans.
okay. So we use the spell. And it unlocks passage to the boss and the coin.
Magic at the spell. Ach, I should have known you'd be behind this.
Oh, Scroogey, my old friend, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is watching you run around making a fool of yourself.
What?
Oh, you really don't think you need ancient sorcery to find coin of lost realm, do you? No, I had Beetle Boys hide paper scraps to throw you off trail.
Why, you sneaky, conniving...
Please, save compliments for garden party.
What garden party?
The one I will throw in celebration when I get home with lost coin. So long, fools!
Okay.
She isn't very nice. You said it, Webby.
All right, you kids stay here. I'm going to track down that witch and give her a piece of my mind.
Okay. So we jump randomly into a magic mirror. Leaving the kids behind because Scrooge is such a stand-up guy. Okay. Darn. And we get to Magica. So, like the other boss, this has a little bit more to it. Basically, all of the bosses now have these kind of distinct phases to them. So she does a couple different attacks that you have to avoid. Oops. And then you get a chance to hit her. And some of it's similar, where she has the thing where she turns into a bird, except for this time she swoops down. She has the thing where she shoots magic bolts of energy at you. Okay. Basically goes through several cycles, and as you go, darn, okay, not 100% sure what the best way to do that part is at the end. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay, that's kind of what I guessed. Unfortunately, I didn't need it right now. The easiest way to do that mirror is to activate it, the pogo, right as you go through it. You don't actually have to land on top of it because it doesn't hurt you. So you can just activate it in the middle of it, kind of. I just realized that you don't have to pogo on those blocks. Which probably is why I was having so much trouble before. I was jumping too high because of the pogo. Darn it. Okay, well. Let's hope don't know how many cycles of this we have to do. I'm hoping it's 3 because we're. Darn it. Okay. There we go.
Lassie's inferior mirror and beam spells. It's the last time I shop for spell ingredients at discount store. You haven't seen Wrath of Magic at the spell. You may have Coin of Lost Realm, but your #1 dime will soon be mine.
So she threatens Scrooge's #1 dime. The kids followed him again. And we've got the Coin of Lost Realm. So. He gives us this little, money summary. And that adds up. I've already played through the game several times, that's why the money total's so stupidly high. I've unlocked most of the stuff.
It's hard to say, lad. Folks like her have a way
So,
of popping up at the most
and get this little
inconvenient
follow-up
moments.
conversation with the kids, which is really cool.
Too true, Louis. Now then, where to next, lads?
Okay. So, I'm actually gonna... Just real quick, I just want to show you some of the other features they have in this. So, based on how much money you've collected, I believe, or it's got the treasures in it. More importantly, you can swim and through the money bin and dive into it. There's no real point to it, it's just cool. Just as a broad thing, so they actually have this whole gallery where they give you a little like character art of all the characters, including the NES version, concept art for all the areas, you know, all of this stuff. They have the both the new and the old versions of the songs. That's the rap boss, not the... And then some cells from the TV show as well. So yeah, you can unlock all of this stuff with gold that you, or with your money that you earn, basically. So it's another neat little feature that they added in. I really enjoy this game, if you hadn't noticed already. I know I've been gushing a bit, but it is very rare that you see a game take the source material so seriously and do what they can to enhance it. Like, they took this awesome level design for Transylvania, which, you know, we played the original through that, you didn't even see a quarter of it, because you just go through the same section, and you even go through the same section 3 different times, which they kind of adjusted. So, yeah, I think this is a really interesting remake of the NES game, and I think it's really cool how much effort that they obviously put into making it something special. So, with that, we're gonna end this video. I'm Rifgal, this is DuckTales. Have a good one.